Hi guys, YouTube viewers. Today we're going to color this wig for a client who was a cancer patient. She lost all her hair, so I got her a wig, and the only color it came in was this blonde. So she wanted burgundy, so what I'm going to do, I went and got some hair color, and I'm going to try to bring this up to a burgundy for her. It is kind of light side. This only lifts only about a couple levels, it said, trying to go past a certain amount of levels, but we're going to try it anyway and see how we turn out. So I already got my color mixed, and as you have seen, I have done in the past colored wigs, or I have done a wig for someone else. What I'm going to do is just put this right on. I'm going to comb it through, and I'm going to wait and see what happens. So stay tuned. So what I'm doing, if you notice, it's starting to look like it's starting to pick up some color already. That's because it's oxidizing in the air. And I'm just slathering this color all the way through. I mean, everything is like a light blonde all the way through, even down to the netting. If the netting changes, that's fine too. It's underneath the bottom. No one's really going to see that part. But I'm hoping to make this a lovely wig for her, and she'll feel good about herself. That's what's important. When someone, after going through chemo and losing all their hair, they want to feel good about themselves. And that's us girls. That's how we feel. And I'm just mushing it in because this is a nice short hair, so I can actually do it like that. You notice I got my little mannequin covered up in all this plastic because we don't want to color her. As I have a daughter that does that. She colors everything in her path. So I am going to continue working on this and getting this all the way through. And then you guys will see how it turns out. Just stay tuned. You notice how the color is really starting to take on here? I'm finding it very nicely. Just getting it on there. I like this hair too. It's kind of cute. It has like a little soft feel to it and a little wave pattern. So it'll kind of make her feel good too, is that it has a little, instead of a straight look, it'll have a little body to it. So it's really starting to take pretty good. So stay tuned. We're just going to keep slathering this up in there and just getting it on as much hair as possible. I'm trying to get it to cover every little bit of it, including what's underneath the bottom. Okay, you're probably wondering, why am I using a paintbrush when this came in a bottle, in a little squeeze bottle? Well, what I did was I squeezed it out of that bottle into, well, actually poured it. I didn't squeeze it. I poured it into a bowl, and squeezed the color into the bowl too, because I prefer to really work that way with it than trying to work from getting the bottle. And plus, I like to get every drop out of the bottle, and I don't think squeezing out of the bottle you can get every drop. So if I have to cut that bottle and get all the droppings, I will. So I like to just use a paintbrush because I know I can get where I want to, use every bit of that color, because you're working on one bottle and you're trying to get all you can. But look, it's already turning. It's starting to turn now. So once it continues developing, and we'll be back to continue to show you how we're going along with this, but it's coming along pretty good. It's coming along. So I'm just going to go back through it and find spots that may have been missed, and then let it sit for a little bit, and we'll be back to show you how it's going. Okay, so now she's all colored. We'll let the color sit on here. If you notice, I put it on for like an hour. Well, because she's not human. So to color a human, about 20 minutes. To color a mannequin on no heat, no body heat, I'm giving her a whole hour. I want full coverage. So we'll be back to keep you posted. See how she does. Okay? Bye. Patience. Oh, we'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back checking on that color. So far, this is what we got. Doing pretty good. It's changing so far, so good. I'm just gonna peek through it and make sure we're doing well, and we still got a little more time on the clock. And we're gonna continue letting it sit and rest. Doing good. Doing well. Using this color. Hoping we get that. We'll see. Okay, that's our signal. The alarm went off. This is where we're going to rinse out now. I'll let you know. So this is what the wig looks like now since we rinsed it out. And what I'm going to do is get her dry, and we will come back and show you how. I'm letting the hair hang in the dryer and just air dry on a medium to cool setting. So the color, the customer would like it a little bit more lighter. So what I'm going to do is I mix a little cream bleach, some shampoo, and some developer together. And I'm going to take and mix up and just run that through here really quick. Just take some of that color down to bring her to something else she likes. I want her to be really comfortable. So she thought she would look better in the darker color, but she changed her mind. She said, can we go lighter? So now we're going to play with some color. So let me mix this up and I'll be right back. So this is what I got. It's just shampoo, cream bleach, and developer. And I'm just going to run this through this hair really quickly, and we're going to just go over it real fast, lighten it up, and take some of it off for her. And we'll be back to show you how it turns out, okay? Hopefully we get what we want. So all I'm doing is putting this cream, conditioner, and bleach on here just to lighten this up some, just to pull some of the color out. And most people call it like a soap cap or a soap bath or bleach bath or whichever. But it does pull out some of this color without damaging. So not that this is a human head, but it's just that's what you would do on a human head as well. You would use the same procedure to get you out, the same technique or so to get that, to lift color out. So she seemed to like mostly the lighter parts of the hair. So I told her I can just pull it out, just pull some of the color out for her. And just to make it comfortable for her. So what we're going to do is let this sit for a little bit and just watch it, because we don't want it to be blonde. That's why we added that's why we did the mixture, to keep it mild. So we don't get it blonde light, but we want to get it comfortably enough to look good on her. Okay? So we're going to keep playing with this, and I'm going to run this through with a comb it through, and so if you notice what I'm doing, I'm just combing it right through, and you see it's actually starting to lighten up a little bit. It's actually lifting up some of that the darkness. So we'll just continue combing it through, and we're just going to watch it really closely so it doesn't lighten up too much. So this is what we got. We took some of that color off, and it came up a little lighter now. So I'm going to give this a dry again. Okay, so what I did was as I told you, I took the little cream bleach, some 40 volume, and a little shampoo, mixed those together to make it mild. And I just ran it through as you saw with the comb, and this is what we got. So it came up much lighter. And it actually looks like if her natural hair is like a salt and pepper, so it looks like the color picked up the white and the dark, so which would be a normal look for a salt and pepper when her hair was on, when she had her hair. So what I'm going to do now is just wrap her and put it to dryer, and I'm going to use some mousse and let it just take its shape. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to wrap it, put it to dryer, and then we'll just comb it back out. I decided to just brush it around a little bit to give it like a wrap, and I'm just bringing the bottom down just so it'll fall really cute whenever we go to comb it out against the top. So this is what we got. So this is where we are now. So I'm just putting some bumps in here. I put a little hair polish on there for shine, and I'm just grabbing some of this hair and I'm just bumping it up with some bump in there. Just give it a little body, and so then we're gonna give it to her. So I will continue to bump this around. All I'm doing is taking the curling on, and I'm just throwing some bumps in there like that, just so you'll see that what I'm doing here. I'll show you from another angle if you could see. So just to show you what I was doing, just picking up some hair, and I'm just making little bumps everywhere just to give it some more body. After all that shampooing and coloring and stuff, we kind of made it and flat. Plus I wrapped it too, took some of the body out of it. So I'm just going to put it back in just by giving it some bump so it'll be flat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will finish this up, and then I shall be back to show you guys the finish. Okie dokie. Stay tuned. So far, the color came out pretty nice. If you guys like it, let me know in a comment below. And hopefully positive thoughts, nothing too negative. You know, the world's negative enough. But this is for a cancer patient, client, I should say, pardon me, for a client that had cancer and so far did really well with it. And her hair came out from the chemo treatments. So I'm fixing this wig for her so she could feel good about herself. And the color she wanted was burgundy. That's why you saw a blonde wig when we started off, because I let her tell me the color she wanted. So that's why I went about got a blonde wig to make the color she wanted, because not everything she saw out there she didn't like. And it's a human hair wig. Okay. So we're trying to finish up here. So this is the finish of the dyeing from the blonde to it's actually like a mahogany burgundy color. And it has a little bit of red and dark in it, which makes it look more natural than just one solid color. So this is again for a client that's been ill. And so when she puts the wig on, that's what will shape this part around her face. But I just want to show you guys the finish of this, and hopefully she likes it. So I will keep you guys posted, and thank you for watching, and thumbs up. Bye from the House of Glamour.